Hey guys, so today I'm here with a January wrap-up slash February to be read video thing. Yeah. So in the month of January, I read 2 books, which is kind of sad, but I think I get a pass because I'm studying abroad. So I'm trying to, like explore Paris instead of just reading all the time, which I would do at home, which is not a bad thing. But I'm just trying to get out and do more exploring, so yeah, the reading has suffered, but I still made time for it. So 2 books. I will tell you what they are now. Sorry for blabbing. So the first book I read in January, I actually read on the plane to France because it's like an 8-hour flight, so thank you. Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I'm gonna go with Rowell. It's a pretty popular name, so I should probably learn how to pronounce that. This is the author of Fangirl and Eleanor and Park, which is literally staring right in front of me right now, so I should have known that, sorry. But really big name right now, and I got this book for Christmas, and this is one of her books that I haven't really heard much about. I think this is one of her older books. So yeah, I kind of read it not really knowing what I was going into, not hearing anything about it, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was kind of an unconventional, just kind of really unique love story. It's about this guy, Lincoln, who essentially gets this new job, and his job is pretty much just to read people's emails. Like, he reads these employees in a newsroom, he just reads their emails and just makes sure they're not like breaking the law or saying really disgusting things or whatever. He just kind of does that all night long. And so he ends up really falling for one of these girls, Beth, because he just finds her emails just really funny, and he just feels like he really knows her through those emails. And then the question then becomes, oh my god, I'm in love with this person that I don't know and that I only know through invading their privacy. So kind of a bit of a dilemma. I really thought it was just a really unique story. I really got my attention and I loved it. I thought the writing was really good. It was really fun. It was really unique. I just really liked it. So yeah, I just really liked it. Go read it. Yeah. And while Attachments was all happy and a really fun book, I read literally the opposite of Attachments in January, and I read Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, who is the author of who is the author of Gone Girl, which is just one of my favorite books. It is awesome. I read it and it got me out of a reading slump. It got me back into wanting to read like suspenseful, really just on the edge of your seat kind of mysteries, murder mysteries, whatever. Just, I fell back in love with that kind of story, and so I kind of just asked for Christmas for every book Gillian Flynn has written, and thank you, Mom, for coming through for me, because this is the second book of hers that I read, and I really enjoyed it. It was another one of those books where I just didn't know where it was gonna go. Like, literally with like 30 pages left, I had no idea what was gonna happen. So I really enjoyed that. I would definitely say I thought this book was maybe a little slower for me than Gone Girl. I don't like comparing other authors' books, but I don't know why, I just could not compare. Does that make sense? It was just kind of something that I just couldn't prevent. So this book was definitely a little slower for me at times. That's not to say it wasn't suspenseful. It was really good and really, had me guessing until the end. And I just essentially really enjoyed it. And yeah, if you haven't read Gone Girl, like, what are you doing? Go read that. It's awesome. So yeah, good book. So in the month of February, I would like to read 2 books again, but since I'm in Paris and obviously trying to learn French, I would like to try and read one of those books in French. And if you read my recent Friday Reads video, you will know that that book I will be reading this month in French is The Hunger Games, which is still The Hunger Games. That's still the French title. They left it in English. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. So I've started this. I read the first page and it took me like 20 minutes to get through because I was circling all the words I didn't know and looking them up, which I'm starting to realize might not be the best system. So I've already read this book in English. It's one of my favorites, and I just think the writing is simple enough that it'll be easy for me to kind of follow along and not get frustrated when I don't understand what's happening, because I'll already know what's happening because I read it in English. But I just think it's a good book to practice my grammar and just kind of, focus on the structure and the French, and yeah. And also, I love The Hunger Games, so I think it's worth a reread. And yeah, I'm excited. The Hunger Games is extremely expensive in French. I think regular price, it was like 18 euros, which is like almost $30, so thanks, Paris. And the second book I will be reading this month is in English, because I just can't give up English completely. I really can't. And that book is Will Grayson by John Green and David, someone told me how to say that last name, and I forget. Levithan, I think. Or Leviathan, it's one of those. I forget. Okay, back to the book. I honestly just really want to read a John Green book. Like I said, last month I read Dark Places, so not the happiest book, so I figured a John Green book might make me laugh and smile. And I've read about 10 pages so far, and it has done that, so woo! And I have not read any of David Levithan's books, so it'll be good to try a new author and see how this collaboration works, because collaboration books I just don't understand like how that would even work. Like, do you write a part and then someone else writes a part? Do you get together and do you write the parts together? It just seems like a lot of work. So I would just love to see how this book differs from other John Green books I've read. And of course, you know, everyone loves The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska, but I never really hear a lot about Will Grayson, so I'm excited to read this. Yeah. I'm sure the light's causing a really annoying glare right now, so disco ball, woo! So there you have it. Those are the books I read in January and the books I will be reading in February. In the comments below, please let me know any of your thoughts or opinions or concerns on any of the books I mentioned, or just tell me what you're reading this month, or what you're thinking, or what you're doing, or just whatever. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!